I'm recording it. Okay. So now, basically, the idea of trading is not just about crypto, but it entails a lot of things. Okay. So when you talk of financial markets, now this is a broad space where money is traded. A broad space where money is traded. And anytime you talk about money, it entails everything. So, like our oil, it's being traded as money. Our gold, our bauxite, mm, all these things are being traded. Our currencies are being traded. So, the space where they are able to trade all these assets or all these things are what we term them as the financial market. Okay, so when it comes to the financial market, maybe you might heard of the word financial market, and you may ask yourself, what is the financial market all about? This is the digital space, or this is the space where money is traded. And money involves a lot of things, not just the cash that we've been holding. Okay, so when it comes to the financial market, a lot of things are being traded there. And what are some of the things that are being traded? So there are different markets. There are different markets on the financial market itself. So for instance, we have the stocks market. So the stocks market is part of the financial market. So someone may be a trader. That person may not trade crypto, but that person may be trading stocks. Now, we also have what you call the index market. Index or the indices market. So we have the index market. We have also the forex market. The forex market. So you might be hearing of forex trading. Forex trading. So someone may be a trader. That person may not be trading forex, but he may be trading index or he may be trading stocks. Okay, someone may be a trader. That person may not trade stocks, may not trade index, but he may be trading in the forex. Now we also have so we also have the bond market, right? We have the bond market. We also have the crypto market. Then we also have the futures market. Now, all these are forms of trading or forms of different markets where trading is done. Okay, so all these are different forms of markets, and you can acquire any of these skills at your own free time. And any of these skills, they are worth paying, and they are very expensive, and they are skills that if you are able to acquire, no one can ever take from you. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? So you take time to learn one of these skills, then you brand yourself with it. That is your skills. It will pay you for a lifetime. So now, this evening, where we are going to give our attention to is just the crypto market. It's just the crypto market. So we are going to talk about cryptocurrency. We are going to talk about cryptocurrency. Now, mind you, whatever we are discussing, the lesson note is elsewhere, but I'm teaching everything out of years of experience. And this is one of the unique things about me. Let me share this with you before we proceed. Let me share this with you. Now, last year, those who came to the conference, okay, there were some people who came to the conference, and I said something. When I was invited to that conference, a lot of people were expecting I should bring like a pamphlet. to them. I told them something. I was like, I am here to share everything good in me, which simply means I am there to share experience, knowledge with experience, not knowledge in book. Do you get it? And this is what makes the difference when it comes to trading. So I prefer to share experience than sharing knowledge in books, because there is the saying that experience practice over time is the best teacher. Not just experience, but the experience practice over time is the best teacher. Do you get it? So I want you to take time. Let's follow this session gradually. Now, when we are done, you ask a question here. Then also, we add you to those of you that have not been added to the discussion platform. You'll be added there. You continue the lesson there. That is tomorrow. Then Thursday, we get back again. Okay. So now, let's focus on cryptocurrency. When we talk of cryptocurrency, now, just as I said, in the 21st century, there are few things when we talk of some of these markets, we can never exempt cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency has been in the space for the past, if we can all do the calculation, it started in 2008. Maybe some of you were born, some of you too were not born. Okay. In 2008, which is, okay, if I say some of you were born, I'm sorry. I guess that is probably 17 or 18 years now. Please, you can give me the right answer in the chat box. From 2008 to now, how many years now? From 2008 to 2026, how many years? Get me the answer in the chat box. From 2008 to 2026, how many years now? From 2008 to 2026, how many years now? Yes. 18 years. Very good. 18 years. Very good. So cryptocurrency started in 2008 by just one man who made a decision. That is called Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay. Nakamoto. Now, it is believed that this Satoshi Nakamoto is an anonymous being, to which to date no one has ever known his origin. Okay, but with different controversies, he had doubts in the world financial system, especially when the US started changing their currencies, and then also from petrodollar to the US dollar, backed by nothing. So there were a lot of financial experts who find it so difficult to trust the system. And they were so confident in themselves that one day they could create a system which may be valuable to everyone, but not just to the government. And as it stands, do you know that the money that we spend is as valuable only to the government, not to the people? Why? Because the government have control over all the money in the world. So this man thought of it that, how could I break this system? And always I've been saying, the man who could think of how he can break the system will set himself free. I repeat, the man who thinks of how he can break the system will set himself free, because always the system is set such that you will never be set free. Are we together? So the man who always find a way to break the system sets himself free. So Satoshi Nakamoto intend that he will create a system which can break itself away from the system of government, the government system, so that he can be able to set himself and his people free. So he created the first cryptocurrency, the crypto asset. So basically, he created the first cryptocurrency called Bitcoin in 2008. Now, in 2008, it wasn't anything valuable. So in 2008, 2009, the first cryptocurrency was mined. It was created and it became a valuable asset. So Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first cryptocurrency in 2009. In 2010, 2011, people started seeing the value. One man exchanged 2 Bitcoin for pizza. And that was the first time cryptocurrency became a transactional asset. So now, from there, what was the intention of Satoshi Nakamoto in the first place? First, he was seeking for transparency in our financial system. And one easier way money can create transparency is when money is recorded on an easier way such that everyone can see the records. In various banks and then also offices, one of the easiest way to protect a file, okay, one of the easiest way to protect a file and then also all forms of documents is by having what we call database. Now, this is traditional way of storing stuffs. But now, if we really want to call for a real way that we can solve and then also protect documents, then we can talk about blockchain. So basically, when we talk of blockchain is just a ledger where stuffs can be recorded on. So it just keeps records of any single thing that we do in this world. So let's say, for instance, in our various hospitals, on a database system, they can stop using the traditional database system and then also keep records on the blockchain, which simply means even our great-grandchildren or great-grandparents who were born, if their records were kept on the blockchain, we will still have access to them today. But the question is, how many of us even have access to the records of our great-grandparents? Let me know how many of us do. How many of us? Meanwhile, it was recorded on a database. Where is the database? The database does not exist today. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? The database does not exist today. Meanwhile, if it happened that database was kept on what you called blockchain, it will still be existing today. That is the impact of blockchain. So Satoshi Nakamoto created the first cryptocurrency asset, that is Bitcoin, on blockchain, so that the system can record every transaction. The other part of blockchain is that, meanwhile, while the system records every transaction, it can never trace, or the real identity of the owner can never be known, but the records can be kept. Are we together? The records can be kept, but the exact owner or the identity of the owner can never be revealed. That is the reason why we don't know the exact owner of cryptocurrency, because Satoshi Nakamoto recorded everything on blockchain. If it was a real database, like a normal traditional database, we could maybe know Satoshi Nakamoto. So the next thing is that he was also thinking about security. How can people be secured? Because today you can be there, then they will just, the NIB and then all those people will come for you. But when records are kept on the database, on the blockchain database, the records can be seen. But for security reasons, the owner of the records can never be known. So he recorded the first cryptocurrency on blockchain so that it can be transparent and secured for every individual who access the system. The next thing is that Satoshi Nakamoto created an encrypted system where your funds, everything, your cryptocurrency is so secured that no one can break into the system to take away your crypto without your permission. Now, comparing this to our traditional financial sector or system, we all know that the banks own our money. The government owns the money. And whatever we do, that's the reason why the government can put embargo or can freeze your account. But when you have cryptocurrency, the government don't have any control. The government can freeze your money in your bank because he have control over your money. So you see, we are talking about few things here: transparency, security, control. Who doesn't want to have full control over his own money? We all want to have control. You see, those of us using using WhatsApp, sometimes you can see immediately you send message to someone, you see if it's your first time of sending message to someone, you see end to end encryption, which simply means that the message that you sent to the partner, only the two of you have access to it. No one can have access to that particular message. That is the meaning of end to end encryption. So the system of cryptocurrency has also been encrypted. It simply means it is only you who can access the system. Without you owning your asset, no one can ever control your asset for you. Are we together? So that is something about what? About cryptocurrency. So now, the interesting part about the first cryptocurrency, which was created in 2009, is Bitcoin. And from 2009, people started giving a little attention to cryptocurrency. People started giving attention to cryptocurrency from 2009 to 2016. Bitcoin alone grew in value. The value increase. It started from a value of 0.0001. 0.0001. And as at 2012, it was around $3. As at 2015, it was around $80. As at 2016, 2017, then cryptocurrencies have become something that we can't even stop it. So a lot of people started giving attention to Bitcoin. And from there, we've seen the explosion of cryptocurrencies. But the unfortunate aspect of it is that a lot of people have scammed others, through cryptocurrency. The question is why? Why do you think people use cryptocurrency to scam others? Let me get back in the chat box. Why do you think? You can raise your hand to share that answer with us. Why do you think people use cryptocurrency to scam others? Why do you think people use cryptocurrency to scam others? You can raise your hand. You can raise your hand. You can raise your hand. Why do you think people use cryptocurrency to scam others? You can raise your hand. You will be unmuted to share your view. Why do you think people use cryptocurrency to scam others? Yes, I want you to involve in this session. At this point, I want you to involve. So why do you think people scam others through cryptocurrencies? Why? Why do you think people scam others through cryptocurrencies? Yes, let me know. Raise your hand and you'll be on mute to share your view. Okay, so Richard, you've been asked to unmute, so share your view.
Yes, I think people scam others on cryptocurrency because of the fact that majority are ignorant about it. A lot of information has not gone down to people to know how it works. If somebody who is more knowledgeable in it gets to know that, okay, this person wants to trade, but he doesn't know much about it, it comes as an opportunity for them to 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 benefit from you in a bad way. That is what I think.
Very good. Okay, so Enoch, your hand is up. Let me unmute you. Why do you think people scam others through cryptocurrency?
Oh, okay. So I agree with Richard's answer because most of us we don't even understand the crypto, so it's easy for somebody to scam us with that. So I side with Richard.
Very good. Very good. You all have very interesting answers given here. Now, that is a fact, right? That is a very clear fact. that ignorance, as someone said, that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Let me share this whilst we embark on this journey. I was having one of my students whom I've been training for some time, and he shared something with me. So it was like, Brother Emmanuel, someone sent this thing to me. He said that is his account. So if possible, I should access it for him. I was like, okay. Now, when I checked, it was just a meme. This guy, it was just a meme that the person has given him a screenshot of something. He call it cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and stuff that he think it's real money. So I told him that, no, my dear, this is not cryptocurrency, so be very careful. This is not real. The person wants to scam you. Now, there was other time too, one of my trading partners came to me. It was like, he gave me a screenshot of a very huge amount of money. I was like, what? Where from this? He said, that is my friend's, my colleague's crypto account. He's having more money. I said, really? He said, yes. And I told the person, I said, do you know what? And I laughed. So whilst I was smiling, he asked me why. And I said, okay, the person's account has been scammed. They've hacked the person's account. And he asked me how. And I said, yes. Immediately I saw the account, I realized that your account has been hacked. And there was a means that person was having like $100 in his account. So they told him that, no, we can help you do this, do that for you to get more money. So click this, do that. And by the time you realize, he's just having digital money that can never be withdrawn. His actual money, which is the $100, has been withdrawn out of the account. And now they've given him just numbers. So just imagine. And that is typical example of what ignorance. It's just because the person didn't know. That is the reason why I always feel excited whenever I meet beginners who are so enthusiastic and passionate about learning about the digital space. Because I can trust you. The best freedom that you can ever have for yourself is having knowledge on this online space, online things with regards to online. And I've always been telling a lot of people, including my church members, that look, even if you be ignorant of something, not things pertaining to online, don't be ignorant about it, because what is something that you are ignorant of, that is the same thing that it will be your weakness. You fall prey with it, and sooner or later you realize that you've been fooled. Do you get it? That is the reason why we need to do it. We need to take cryptocurrency serious, even if not because you want to invest something into it, just understanding the concept and then also having fair knowledge about it. If you don't learn, what I've been saying most of the time is that if you don't learn cryptocurrencies, if you don't teach your children cryptocurrencies today, tomorrow they will go elsewhere to learn it, or someone elsewhere will scam them with it, or someone elsewhere will scam your parents, your mom, your dad with it, because they need money. They want money. Are we together? That is the reason why we don't need to be ignorant about something of such, which is taking a vast space and then also spreading everywhere so quickly. And Donald Trump rightly said, he can never be silent about something that the global market is so afraid of it. Because why is the global market afraid of cryptocurrency? Because it's taking dominance with silence. Everywhere you go, you see crypto. Everywhere people are talking about crypto. And the funny fact of it is that a lot of people are talking about crypto too. A lot of people too don't understand. That is the problem. So now let's move on to the next phase. So at least I believe now you know what cryptocurrency is about. Let's go to the next phase. What are some of the cryptocurrencies? So I'm sharing back my screen. We observe some of the cryptocurrencies and then how cryptocurrencies can be accessed. Okay. So first, we have what we call the crypto market cap. Market cap. When we talk of market cap, every financial market have got a market cap. So you can take your time to Google what we call market cap. Market cap. So when we talk of a market cap, that is the total money that comes in and goes out of a particular asset or of a particular thing. So in your business, maybe you are running a particular business. They may ask, what is your total business market cap? It simply means your total portfolio, whatever wealth that you have in that particular business, that is your market cap. So, for instance, Microsoft, we have the market cap of Microsoft, okay, and all the other forms of investments and digital investment, they also have their market cap. So when it comes to cryptocurrencies too, we have all cryptocurrency market cap. So over here, you can see we have the app here that is market cap. At your own free time, you can feel free to download. So we have market cap. Now let's look at what it entails. It entails all forms of cryptocurrencies. So now the total worth of entire cryptocurrencies in the world is 2.5 trillion. 2.54 trillion. That is the total worth of cryptocurrencies in the world now. Bitcoin alone is having 1.4 trillion out of the 2.4, 2.5. Bitcoin alone is having 1. You can see it here. That is it. This is it. So 1.4 trillion. Okay. And then there's the price of Bitcoin presently 74,666. So followed by Bitcoin, there is also another cryptocurrency called Ethereum. Here is it, Ethereum. And this is the price of Ethereum. Then there is also another cryptocurrency called USDT as follows. So at least over here on this chart, you can see the top 100 cryptocurrencies. The top 100 cryptocurrencies and then their price, their present price now. So now let me take time to explain why the price of cryptocurrencies are unstable. Let me take time to explain why the price of cryptocurrencies are unstable. Then we move to how you can access cryptocurrencies. Then we move to how you can access cryptocurrencies. So for instance, now as we are having this discussion, you can see that this particular price, it keeps changing. This, it keeps changing. This, it keeps changing. This, it keeps changing. This one as well. They all keeps changing. Especially the first one, you realize that it keeps changing consistently. Now, in all the financial markets, people invest. And whenever we talk of markets, every market entails buyers and sellers. Every market entails what? Buyers and sellers. It simply means there are people buying a particular asset here and there are people selling a particular asset here. So for instance, when you look at this particular asset, Bitcoin, people are buying Bitcoin, others are selling Bitcoin. That is the reason why it is called market, crypto market. It is market because people are buying, others are selling. Others are buying, others are selling. Please, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Others are buying, others are selling. That is the reason why we call it crypto market, or that is the reason we call it a market, because it involves buyers and what? Buyers and sellers. Right? Now, with these buyers and sellers, some are buying, some are selling. That is the reason why the price keeps. Now, how did they buy? How did they sell? It takes seconds. Some are buying. Now, mind you, it is international market. Cryptocurrency market is not just an African market. It is an international market. Even in Ghana here, in most of our most of the malls in Ghana, and then also the big shops in Ghana here, or markets in Ghana like Abubloshi and other places. Even Abubloshi market, you go there at night and you still see custom or buyers and sellers there. Some go there to buy things even at night. It simply means that price keeps moving all the time. So when it comes to the digital space, what makes the digital space so interesting is that there are people all over the world buying and selling something within seconds. So within every seconds, people are buying, others are selling, others are selling, others are buying. That is what makes the price unstable all the time. Because whilst people are buying, while others are buying, others too are selling. Now, the mode at which they buy and sell is what makes the difference. So if, let's say, more people are buying, it simply means that the demand of cryptocurrency is very high, or Bitcoin, the particular assets in question. So for instance, if more people are buying Bitcoin, it simply means that the demand of Bitcoin is high. That is where, in most cases, economics comes in. So every market deals with economics. Please don't forget, even your mother in Aboboloshi, your parents in Aboboloshi, or wherever market they find themselves, they are also economists in disguise. Okay, they are economists in disguise. They follow the same process called demand and supply. Just that they are traditional women, so, or men, so we don't regard them. But they also apply economics in their business. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So now, that is it. Which simply means that the demand, sorry, which simply means that the demand of cryptocurrencies are high. That is the reason. If more people are buying, listen, if more people are buying, it simply means that the demand is high. So the price would go up high. If more people are selling, it simply means that it is in supply. So that's the reason we have demand and supply. Do you get it? That's the reason why we have what we call demand and supply in economics. So if more people are into something, more people are buying something, the demand goes high. If more people are selling something, it leads towards supply. So one of the common terms that in our lessons, as we keep learning from next week, we may come to realize what we mean by demand and supply, and how demand and supply works in cryptocurrency trading. Right? Good. So that is the reason why the price keeps moving. And that's the reason the price is not stable. So it keeps changing. So now, in terms of finance, everything or anything that is unstable, especially currencies that are unstable, is called volatile currencies. Volatile. Okay. So when we say something is volatile, it simply means that it fluctuates. Fluctuates. It simply means it fluctuates. The price is unstable. That's another word. So sometimes when you come into crypto, you may see someone will tell you the market is volatile. There is volatility in the market. The market is volatile. The market is volatile. What the person is trying to mean is that the prices of cryptocurrencies fluctuate. So type volatile in the chat. Type the word volatile. Type the word volatile. Type the word volatile in the chat box. I want you to keep that word. That's the reason I want you to type it there. So type the word volatile. Type the word volatile. Volatile. Hmm. Yes, the word volatile. Type it there. Very good. Very good. So let me get back there too. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Good. 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 So this is a common term that you may come across in almost part of the financial market. They will tell you, oh, forex market is very volatile market. It simply means that it's a very high market. It's a market that fluctuates very high. The rate at which it fluctuates is very high. When we say it fluctuates, all what they are trying to mean is that the rate at which people buy and sell is very high. Do you get it? Exactly. That is it. So now, the next thing is that how can people access some of these cryptocurrencies? So in order to access a cryptocurrency, in order for an individual to access a cryptocurrency, you may need what we call a crypto exchange. You may need what we call a crypto exchange. In order to access a cryptocurrency or to have access to any of these cryptocurrencies, you may need what we called crypto exchange. So I asked each and every one of you to download a particular app. Okay, so let's learn. When we talk of an exchange, of a crypto exchange, what is a crypto exchange? Mind you, the session is being recorded and it will be uploaded as well, so that those of you who wish to go over again, we will give it for you. It's free. Every session is free, so you are going to get it back. Then you can watch through, and then also whatever part, whichever way that you don't understand, you will still relearn it again. So crypto exchange. Now, when we talk of a crypto exchange, this is a platform just like a bank, okay, where cryptocurrencies are kept. So, for instance, where do you keep your money? You keep your money in bank, right? You keep your money in your bank account. You keep your money in your what? In your bank account. So, cryptocurrencies too are digital assets. Before you can access your money, first you need to deposit it in a particular bank account. That is when you can say that you are protecting your money, or your money is in a safe zone. Else you just need to handle your money. Even mobile money account is a security account for you alone, right? So the only way you can also keep your cryptocurrencies and access them is by having what you call crypto exchange. Is by having what you call crypto exchange. Now, these crypto exchanges helps you keep your cryptocurrencies. Listen, these crypto exchanges helps you to do what? To keep your crypto assets. So, for instance, on over over here, you can see there are a lot of crypto exchanges here, and I will show you most of them. So, for instance, I have this here. Let me line it up. So, I have XT here as a crypto exchange. I also have Phantom as a crypto wallet. I have Tonkeeper as a crypto wallet. I have SuperX as an exchange, Binance, and I know most of you have heard about Binance. OKEx, this is the app I asked you to download. Now, OKEx is one of the great crypto exchanges presently, aside Binance, right? We also have Bitfinex, Trust Wallet, Bybit. To those in Nigeria, I ask you to download Bybit. We also have Bit Africa. We have KuCoin, right? They are all crypto exchanges. What again? We have let me see, BitGet. We have BitGet. What again? Yes. So and then also Prime XBT, as well as blockchain. All these ones that have circled them are cryptocurrency exchange. So those of you who wish to write them down, notwithstanding, like I said, the session is being recorded. So at your own free time, you can just go through them. Okay. So now, having any of these cryptocurrency exchanges like OKEx, and that is what we are going to use throughout this session, right? That is what we are going to, that is what I'm recommending for every one of you to use throughout this session, and that is what we are going to be doing most of the trading practicals that you'll be having, right? So OKEx is one of the cryptocurrency exchanges. So if you have OKEx account, one, you can own any cryptocurrency at your own pace in your own account. And like I asked you to download, now if you have like Binance or OKEx, these exchanges, if you have this one, for instance, now the security of this particular account, personally, I relate this higher than bank accounts. I relate this as an account higher than bank accounts, where I save my money, where I keep my money, where I invest my money. Now, if I have my money in the bank, what do I do? Or what do I use for? I save it. I can also save my money here without any transaction. The interesting part of this is that if I have my money in my crypto wallet, now it belongs to me. I have access to it anytime without paying any tax in the first place. Do you get it? That is the first thing. Without having any high costs of transactional costs, which is very high, no. And then also it is secured in my own control. Now, the next thing is that no one can ever break into your crypto account without your permission. Now, I know that when you were creating your accounts, when you were creating, you were asked to verify using your national ID and then facial verification, true or false. When you were doing your verification, you were asked to verify with your national ID and then facial verification, true or false. True or false. Let me get back into the chat box. True or false. True or false. You were asked to do facial verification and then also verify with your national ID, true or false. Very good. Very good. The same way when you go to the bank, that's the same process. They will need your national ID. Even sometimes, not in all cases that they do facial, but I know most banks they do. They take your picture, right? So what we are saying is that if I have my money in my crypto wallet, it is so secured that no one can ever hack or break into the system to take the money without my permission. Now, if I have my money in the bank, like I said, one, the bankers, they have control over that money. They know how much I have in that account. That is the reason why when you misplace your PIN, they are the right people to get it back for you. They know how much you own in your account. And like I said, the government controls that account for you. That is the reason why if you misbehave in any means, that money can be frozen at any time. Do you get it? Very good. But if I have my money in this crypto asset or in this crypto exchange called Binance, Bybit, or where is it? Any of these particular accounts, I am free. OKEx. I am free having this particular account. My money lies in it peacefully. Anytime I want to withdraw, I just get back here to withdraw. If I want to invest, that is, if I have understood cryptocurrencies very well and I know their nature and the types of cryptocurrency to invest, I can choose to invest any of them, to invest my money in any of the cryptocurrencies. That is the reason we are having this session. So these cryptocurrency exchanges helps you to keep your cryptocurrencies. So for instance, let me tap on OKEx. Okay. Let me tap on OKEx. So over here, now you see when you open your exchange, you are going to see this. Bitcoin is here, Ethereum is here. Some of the cryptocurrencies have been written here. Now you can own any of them in this particular account if you want to buy them. So what you are going to see is that you are going to see, for instance, in cryptocurrencies, we have what you call quotes and base. Quotes and base. You can see we have BTC slash USDT. Okay, I'm going to take time to explain this to you. Wherever you see any pair that you see, Ethereum ETH slash USDT. Now, anytime you see this, it simply means that you have USDT, that you want to use that USDT to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or Doge. Why? Because, listen, why? The reason is that USDT is a pledged value of the United States dollar. So it is a stable coin. When we say it is a stable coin, it simply means that the price does not fluctuate so easily. So if you have 1 USDT, anytime that you wake up, it is 1 USDT. If you have 1,000 USDT, anytime you wake up, it is 1,000 USDT. Now, if I have Bitcoin, Bitcoin does not remain one Bitcoin all the time. It either increases or decreases. I don't know if you get it. Now, like I have explained fluctuation to you. So Bitcoin fluctuates very high. It fluctuates very high because more people buy Bitcoin. But USDT does not fluctuate, not because more people don't buy it, but because it's a stable coin. It has been purchased using the US dollar. Do you get it? So in this case, I can have all my money in USDT, whilst I use some of the USDT to be buying non-stable assets or volatile assets like Bitcoin. That is the reason why you see things like Bitcoin slash USDT, Ethereum slash USDT, Solana slash USDT, Doge slash USDT, Pi slash USDT. It simply means that you are having USDT and you are using the USDT to be buying Bitcoin or to be owning more what Bitcoin or more Ethereum. If you understand, give me one in the chat. If you understand that, give me one. Drop one in the chat for me to know if you understand the quotes and base. So Bitcoin becomes the base. Give me one for me to know if you understand what I'm talking about. So Bitcoin becomes the quotes, and then the base currency becomes USDT. Mind you, today's session is just an introduction to cryptocurrency and its relating lessons. So that is it. Within the next 15 minutes, I would end so that you ask question. Okay, I will end so that you ask question. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about, the quotes and base. Okay, okay, very good, very good, very good, very good. Now, so having this OKEx account helps you to do what own cryptocurrencies, and this is the interesting part of it. If I have this OKEx account, I can also buy and sell anything in any part of the world, provided my partners also have cryptocurrencies. Mind you, today in most parts of the world, most of the things that we buy on Jumia and Alibaba, especially Alibaba, I've been doing importation for some years back, and we use cryptocurrencies to pay. We use Bitcoin to pay. Today, even in Ghana now, cryptocurrencies are legal tender. Do you know that? In Ghana now, cryptocurrencies are legal tenders. We can use cryptocurrencies as a form of transaction. Cryptocurrency has been endorsed by the Bank of Ghana, which simply means if I'm going to buy something and in that zone they accept Bitcoin as mode of payment, I can use Bitcoin as my mode of payment. So don't be just sitting down and idle without learning what it entails. So how I can do that is what I'm trying to tell you now. How do I send Bitcoin, or how do I also make transaction with Bitcoin or Ethereum whilst I sit here sending money to someone in abroad? Which simply means that if I am in Ghana, or if I'm in Nigeria or Uganda or Kenya, I don't need to worry myself going to the bank, depositing that money in my bank account. So this is what happened. I have a friend who sells, who has been buying car from a US-based company. Okay, so mostly this is how I've been helping him to be making the payments. At first, he used to go to the bank to deposit the money there, and each transaction that you make, sometimes the tax alone on the money, it's so sad. So I introduced cryptocurrency to him, and I taught him how he will be able to make transactions. So the other partner there was using cryptocurrency, Bitcoin already. So I taught him the process. He doesn't have any idea about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. So I taught him everything for free. And he said, bro, you've saved me a lot. You've saved me a lot. Even if I want to send something like 15,000, the charges that I have to pay is not easy. Just normal 15,000 Ghana cedis. The charges I have to pay. I was like, oh, sorry. This is the reason why we should all learn to understand how cryptocurrencies operate. Not because maybe you want to do an investment. Maybe you're a big businessman, or maybe you're a businessman, you deal with certain things that you think if you can diversify the means of transaction, it will help you and save a lot of money. Do you get it? Very good. So, for instance, having this Bitcoin here, if I buy the Bitcoin, the easiest way is if I have OKEx, and my colleague there is also having any cryptocurrency exchange, either OKEx or any cryptocurrency exchange at all, I can use OKEx and then send him or her the money through Bitcoin. So mind you, Bitcoin is used, or cryptocurrencies are used for transaction. And the only way you can perform that transaction is by owning a particular cryptocurrency exchange like OKEx. Okay? OKEx. Are we together? Are we together? So in our next session on our discussion platform, we will go through how OKEx works. For instance, if you want to buy something, if you want to buy maybe in your local currency, you want to buy Bitcoin, or you want to turn part of your money into cryptocurrency, how do you go by it? Now, let's look at a little bit of it. So, for instance, if I want to send money to a user, okay? If I want to send money to a user, this is what would happen. So, I want someone who has verified his account. I'm going to dash that person $1. I'm going to dash that person $1 through crypto. Now, let me know, raise your hand. Let me get back to the chat box. Raise your hand. If you are ready, raise your hand. Okay, so Enoch. All right. So let me choose Enoch. Let me choose Enoch. So Enoch. Now, this can only be done. So the two people, please don't place your hand down. Just keep your hand up. In case Enoch has not verified his account, then we will choose you, any of you. So Enoch. Now, you've been asked to unmute. So this is what we are going to do.
Okay, I'm here.
Very good. So, Enoch, do you have a verified OKEx account?
Yes, I do.
You do. Very good. So this is what we are going to do. How can we perform? I don't know Enoch anywhere. Or I don't actually know Enoch. Today is our first time meeting. You want to
Yes.
perform a transaction. Okay, Enoch is having OKEx account. What do we do? So, Enoch, let's go.
Hi.
Share your let me make you a co-host. You share your screen, okay?
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm on Zoom on my laptop, but the OKS is on my phone.
Oh, okay. No problem. So this is what we are going to do. No problem. Let's continue with the live. This is what we are going to do. So Enoch, you are going to follow the follow whatever we are doing here. Now let's look at
Okay.
something. So having this OKS account, there are two ways or even more ways I can share money with someone. So for the few minutes, let me mute you. Okay, let me mute you.
Okay.
Good. So this is how myself and Enoch are going to make our transaction. Now, if Enoch is an OKEx user and I want to send money to Enoch, there is what we call internal transaction. Internal transaction. It simply means that that person is an OKEx user and I'm also OKEx user. If Enoch is not an OKEx user and Enoch is using another exchange like Bybit or let's say Binance, there is also another way I can do that. Mind you, let's assume maybe I've seen something, Enoch is selling something that I want to buy, but I don't have physical cash, but I have cryptocurrency. This is the process that I can use. So let's start. So let's see. Now, All what I have to do is to first come here. I have to click on this this thing here. Where is the oh okay, hold on. Okay, so let's proceed. So I just have to click on these three dots here. Now, clicking on these three dots, let's see what is going to appear here. So we are going to see some of these things, the icons, what OKEx have got to present to us. We have manage assets, and in the course of our session we are going to learn all these things. Okay, so now let's see. If I want to get access to my account, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to click on deposit. Okay, if I click on deposit, it simply means that I want to get access to my account or my wallet address. So we call it wallet address. Just like someone will say, send me your bank account number. So someone will ask you to send him or her your account number. So in crypto too, the person will ask you, send me your wallet address. So if I ask you to send me your wallet address, it simply means that I am asking you to get me your account number. That is it. You get it? So it's a common language in crypto. So for instance, Enoch, go back. Enoch, get me your wallet address. So this is what we are going to do. Enoch, you come here. Click on this. On this three, on that dot. Then let's see. You scroll down. You are going to see deposit. Okay, deposit. So Enoch will click on deposit. Let's see. Immediately Enoch click on deposit, you are going to see they said crypto. So what kind of crypto do I want to send? And like I said, in most cases your money should be in USDT. Okay, so Enoch is going to send me his wallet address, his USDT. So you click on USDT, which USDT is a common crypto asset. So I believe, Enoch, you've done that. So now this is the next thing. The next thing is that there are so many networks under USDT, and in the course of our lesson, which is Thursday, we shall look at that, especially those on the discussion platform. So if you are not on the discussion platform, make sure you verify your account using the link so that you can get access to this lesson, the next session. So Enoch, the next thing that Enoch will do is simple. Enoch will click on Tron. Mind you, they said 1 minute. It simply means that it just takes 1 minute for transaction to succeed. And this is the transactional charge, 0.01. It takes what, 1 minute. Now just imagine your colleague is sending you money in US, and he's telling you that because of network, oh, wait for some few minutes, wait for some few hours, it will come. Even sometimes in our own banks, traditional banking sectors, they'll tell you network issue, this, that. But in crypto, just less than 1 minute. Wherever you find yourself, even in Russia or in Ukraine or wherever you find yourself, you receive your crypto in less than a minute. So now Enoch will proceed to click on Tron. Okay, immediately Enoch click on Tron. What are you going to see? What are we seeing? We are seeing this. We are seeing this address. So Enoch will Nicodemously or quietly copy this. They said the network, which is TRC20, mind you, we will explain all these things. I just want to know how transaction is being done, either it is real or not. So now Enoch will copy this, then will send to me. So I believe, Enoch, you've done that on your side, at your end. So Enoch will just copy this and then send to me. So Enoch, send it to me on WhatsApp. Copy that wallet address and send it to me. So let's go on WhatsApp. Have you done that? Let me get back to the chat and unmute you. Have you done that? I don't know if Enoch is there. Okay, so
Oh, okay, so I've
Enoch,
sent you the address on WhatsApp. I've sent it to
you
you.
sent me the address on WhatsApp, right? Okay, so
Yes.
quickly, let me do that. So, very good. So, I've received the address on WhatsApp. So, this is the address. So, I quickly copy this address. Very good. Now, since I want to send the money to Enoch, so I will copy the address from Enoch, then I'll get back here. I'll click on what? Withdraw. 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 So I'll just quickly do that. Click on withdraw. Very good. Now, what am I sending? USDT. So I click on USDT. Now, this is the question they are asking. Is it exchange? So let's look at this. They said exchanges, new destination. So exchanges, OKEx user, or unhosted wallet. Do you get it? So if it is an exchange, like a different exchange, I'll just have to select a different exchange. So on-chain withdrawal to other exchanges, example, Coinbase or Binance. It simply means that the person is not an OKEx user, but is also using another exchange. Then unhosted wallets, on-chain withdrawal to unhosted wallet, example, OKEx wallet and MetaMask. So no, the answer is no. Then OKEx user, that is internal withdrawal. So in this case, which form of transaction are we doing? Are we doing exchange withdrawal or internal withdrawal? Drop your answer in the chat box. Are we doing exchange withdrawal or OKEx user withdrawal? That is internal withdrawal. Which of them are we doing? Drop your answer in the chat box. Drop your answer in the chat box. Okay, so some are saying internal, some are saying external. Which is which? Are we doing internal or external? Okay. Now, even though we are doing internal, very good. Even though we are doing internal, but this is the mistake. Let's proceed so that as we do that, we keep learning. So we are doing internal, but this is it. They said internal withdrawal to OKEx users account via phone, email, UID, or sub account. Do you get it? Which simply means that if I am sending the money to Enoch using OKEx, I don't need to worry myself using what we call wallet address. But then let's proceed. So let's assume I click on exchanges, other exchanges. So I'll still choose the network TRC20 or Tron. So let's do that. So they said what? Address or paste. Good. Now there's the address. So let me click on next. Good. Then I choose to do what? Enter the amount that I want to. So let's assume the amount is 1. They said enter a minimum of 3.5, approximately 3.5. So let's assume it's 4. Okay, let me delete. So 4. Do you get it? Very good. Meanwhile, if we are doing this, the best opportunity we can do is to do internal withdrawal. So let's see how to do internal withdrawal as well. So for wallet address, it's for external withdrawal. And then there is another way of doing internal withdrawal. Let's do that. Then I will hold on for you to ask your question as we bring the session to an end for this evening. So let's go back. So Enoch, let's follow the next step as we do internal withdrawal. So with internal withdrawal, this is what I'm going to do. With internal withdrawal, I'm just going to copy my UID. Here is it. So how do I copy my UID? How do I copy my UID? So I'll just have to come here. Good. I have to click on the 3 dots again. So I'm going to do that. I click on the 3 dots. Now I'm going to click on this. Here, I'm going to just click on this arrow. So I click on that arrow. Very good. After clicking on that arrow, this is what I'm seeing. UID, UID, UID. So I believe, Enoch, you're also doing the same thing. UID, UID, UID. So I do that, I copy that. So Enoch, I believe you've also done that. You send it to me. So quickly do that. Quickly do that. So I copy the UID. So if each and every one of you are using OKEx, I don't need to go for wallet address. I have to go for my UID, which simply means we are coming to do internal withdrawal. The thing about internal withdrawal is simple. No one pays charges. You don't pay any charge. There is no charges that you are going to pay on internal withdrawal. So let's quickly do that. So Enoch, I believe you've sent it to me. Have you done that? Oh, someone say blank screen. Okay, so now if it happens that the thing goes blank, the reason being is that sometimes there's a security protection. Okay, like some of the things when you are doing, in case you see blank, that may be security reasons. Okay, so Enoch, let me go back to see if Enoch has sent it to me. Very good. So I believe you cannot see my screen. So I've copied the UID again. Now let's go and transfer $1 to Enoch. So let's go. We are withdrawing. So we click on withdraw. Good. USDT. Then it is what OKEx internal withdrawal. So that is what we are going to choose. Let me go back. So over here, I'm going to choose address book. Use your saved on chain address and OKEx user. So let me click this. Okay. Add recipient. So OKEx what? User. OKEx user. OKEx user. So they said add a user by phone number, email, UID or sub account. So we have the UID. So you click on it. Very good. This is it. UID. UID. So we proceed. I can also choose to use Enoch's phone's number or email. So let's go for the UID. Let me paste it. Very good. I've pasted it. I believe Enoch, that is it. Good. So I click on next. Now I enter the amount. So amount is 1. Okay, 1. Good. Now I click on save recipient. Recipient name. Okay, so Enoch. Sorry, I didn't check it out. Enter recipient name. Enoch. Very good. So save recipient name. Very good. So the next thing is I have to do verification. Sorry, this may go blank. And then authenticator. That is Bybit. Okay, is this okay? Sorry. Okay, so email. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Very good. So what's next? Good. So that is it. We are not done. Okay, we are not done. So these are the particulars. If I want to delete, I choose to do it. I choose to delete. Now I click on it. Good. So let's proceed. This is the next thing. Let's go back. I've saved everything here. So now I can proceed to do it, to send This is called that the next thing that we did was save destination. So new destination. Let me come OKEx user, then UID. I click on paste. Sorry. Let me copy back again. Let me copy back the UID. So Enoch. Okay. Okay, so quickly let's do that. Very good. Click on next. Okay, so amount is 1. Okay, 1 USDT. Let's go. Caution, new address, always be extra careful when withdrawing. So always one thing that you need to do is always they'll give you a caution for whatever you are doing. So the withdrawal can't be undone. Ensure you are sending to the correct address. Very good. So you click on OK. Then I click on confirm. So this is the recipient, and recipient's name is what is Enoch because I've already saved it. So I click on confirm. Very good. So 1 USDT is sent. We've sent you your crypto to blah blah blah. There's the UID. So I can choose to view details. Very good. So that is it. I'm done. Withdrawing 1 USDT. So we are processing your withdrawal. If I want to cancel the withdrawal, I click on cancel withdrawal, but I don't want to cancel the withdrawal. So I have to let them process the withdrawal. So Enoch, you confirm if it has reflected.
Okay, it's not in yet.
Okay. All right. So I believe it has been deducted. Yes. All right. So you refresh your account, then you check. All right. So let's proceed. So now let's proceed. Immediately it reflects, you let us know.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I believe when it comes to cryptocurrency, transactions are so easier and simple. And with this, within a short period of time, it will reflect. Okay. So with both internal and external, you can make transactions. So
Okay,
necessarily,
so
what I'm trying
I have received
pardon?
it. I have received
Very
it.
good, you've received it. Very good.
Yes,
So, guys,
thank
all
you.
what we are trying to mean is that this is just a short period of time. I think it didn't take even up to a minute, right? So that is what we are trying to mean. That at the end of the day, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, transactions are very fast. Transactions are very fast, and that is one unique thing about what about cryptocurrencies, right? So the space of crypto entails a lot of things, and we are going to learn a lot of things here. I believe you've been able to learn something good this evening, and you have a question to ask. So let me hold on. You ask your question. This is where I would end today. I have a lot to say, but we are still having the lessons in series. So this week we are handling 3 aspects. We've been able to handle 2 or 3 of it. On our platform, you have the on the discussion platform. You continue with the discussion, and then also Thursday we shall meet again for another discussion. So let me get back. Raise your hand if you have a question to ask. Raise your hand if you have a question to ask. Raise your hand if you have a question to ask. Yes, so Enoch, I'm lowering your hand. You raise your hand if you have a question to ask. You raise your hand, right? Then, or you can also write your question in the chat box. You can also write your question in the chat box, or you raise your hand if you have any question to ask. So we are taking our time to learn this lesson step by step. I believe by the end of this week alone, all the targets that we've set on the platform for the lesson that we have to handle, by the end of this week, you may be able to learn a lot about cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, it is the question that you ask that will help trigger a lot of answers, and then there's a lot of flow, which may give better clarity. Do you get it? So always don't hesitate to ask questions. Whilst you keep learning, I believe when you ask questions, it will really help the journey to be so interesting. All right, feel free. Have you learned something good this evening? You can raise your hand to share if you've been able to learn something good and how you see the next session your anticipation for the next session as well, you can raise your hand. All right. So I believe there is no question yet. So we will proceed for a next 10 minutes discussion. I have questions to ask you. So since you couldn't ask your question, I have questions to ask you. So anyone can raise your hand to answer that question. Any one of you can raise your hand to answer that question. All right. So my question to all of you, and any of you can just raise your hand. Okay, I can see something in the chat box. Okay, that is good. Now, my question to you, even though we've not delved deeper into cryptocurrencies and blockchain, do you really think this space, this digital space, can be so much trusted to the extent that we can even trust the system of investing or putting our money on a particular platform called cryptocurrencies platforms? Do you really think, even though we've not delved deeper into the system, but do you really think the blockchain space can be so much trusted such that we can even trust the system that we can invest or put our money on any platform called cryptocurrency exchange platform? Do you really think that it's possible? If yes, why? If no, why? Yes. Okay. Favor, your hand is up. You've been asked to unmute. Proceed. Please proceed. We are with you. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm speaking from
Good evening.
Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, based on the question that you asked, in fact, I'm already planning to do so. Based on the training, the information that you've already passed to us, that is very, very secured, I will be ready to invest in it. Thank you.
Why? Why? The question is why? Why will you?
Yes. Why I want to invest is because even though I've not really had the details, it's in the advantage that I've already gotten to me is convincing. I can make money from it, and at the same time, the money is secured, and I can also do transactions like you just thought of sending money to any parts in the world without paying charges. Because honestly, as I'm speaking to you, the charges, no matter how little money you want to send across, especially when you're moving. For me in Nigeria, I'm trying to convert naira to euro or dollar. The tax alone is something else. So these are some of the things that, in fact, I already gave me much interest that as
Wow.
long as this trend is not signed, I will be part of it till the end by God's grace
Wow.
and mercies.
Wow. Wow. Glory. All right. So God bless you. Adam, your hand is up.
Amen.
Okay. So proceed. So Adam, you've been asked to unmute. You can proceed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I believe you can hear me now.
There we can hear you.
Yeah, I think cryptocurrency is very safe because it's a blockchain. What I know about blockchain is something that been designed that you can only get access to. Yeah, that's how I understand it. And also, it has been a system for a very long time now. So
Okay.
that's the reason why I trust the system. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That is good. All right. God bless you. Okay. So Richard, your hand is up. So you've been asked to unmute. You can proceed to pass on your comments. Then I drop the last question. Then we call it a night.
Yes, I have come to believe in this cryptocurrency thing because looking at I'm a Ghanaian, and the rate at which our currency do depreciate sometimes is alarming. So I believe that if I can push my money into a Bitcoin account, the value can still be static. I can maintain the value of my currency over time to avoid its depreciation and fall in value, which will prevent me from using it to do a project or an idea that I've had in mind. Yeah, so
Okay.
if I feel like it presents a secure way to save your money. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That is awesome. Wow. So we've all got brilliant understanding and idea about cryptocurrency this evening. That is awesome. Now, my last question to each and every one of you, any one of you can answer. Now, even though we've not delved deeper into the system, but let me ask this. Do you really think in the Internet of Things, looking at how vast the digital space is moving, do you think cryptocurrency would ever last? And then also, let me frame the question very well for you. Now, looking at the Internet of Things, a lot of people are moving from offline space to online space. So, if you are to consider it enough, do you think cryptocurrencies are so well trusted that we can keep encouraging people to learn and understand the blockchain space? This is vast different. Do you think we can have that courage to keep encouraging people to learn and understand this space? And why do you think we should keep educating people about cryptocurrencies? Okay, Samoahin.
Good evening.
Evening.
Okay, so in fact, what I would say is that it is high time that almost everyone in this present day get to know about blockchain and cryptocurrencies because the world is now moving straight into the internet or the digital space. Just as we say, almost everything that we do now is digitalized. So cryptocurrency is going to be a reality to everyone. Just like some few years ago, people were reluctant to use the Momo. But now even old women and old men are receiving money through Momo accounts. They go to merchants and then they cash out. And that's what cryptocurrency is going to be in the next maximum 10 years. Almost everyone is going to get into the crypto space. So it is very good that we educate. Thank you very much.
All right. That's awesome. Okay, so Prof, let's go. You've been asked to unmute.
Yeah, actually, I think it's worth it, and then we have to even prepare towards that. Those who are not learning about crypto, they should start to know how the system work. Me, I believe it will be stand out one day as a transactional system for everybody. Yeah, and looking at things, it's already start popping up on the news. Previously, I've read about how cryptocurrency is now flourishing. So I think and I believe surely it shall come to pass. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so amazing from each and every one of you. And guys, that is how, hello, that is how things are going, right? This is just the beginning of our lesson. This is just the beginning of our lesson. I will use this opportunity to encourage each and every one of you, those of you that have not been able to verify your account, do so. Most of you have not verified. I've seen it on the system that most of you have just downloaded and you've registered, but you've not verified. I've seen it on the system. It has reflected that most of your accounts have not been verified. So please do verify your account. Do verify your account. It is important. The reason for verification is security reasons. That is the reason you have to verify your account. So please, let's all do that. And this is just the beginning of our 3 weeks journey, right? Prof, I can see your hand up. Let me unmute you first before I wrap up. You've been asked to unmute, so I don't know if there is anything.
Oh, I think it's the previous one. I think so. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's proceed then. Right. So guys, we still have a long way to go. The digital space is here. And let me be honest with you. There are a lot of young guys who are making amazing results or amazing money on the internet just because of their knowledge and understanding about this crypto thing. And today, there are a lot of young guys that you see them around. Sometimes you'll be like, what do they do? Like as if they don't work. But if you see them and if they are to tell you the amount of money they are making, you'll be amazed. You tell yourself, then I'm not doing anything. This is the time that we should all educate ourselves. I value education a lot. Wherever there is knowledge, I never feel shy of going there because I believe that you can buy knowledge but never sell it. So let's all make this session an interesting session. Let's make it a priority to ensure that we can engage ourselves. Then also, if there is anyone that you think the person also needs this information, please don't neglect the person. Don't neglect the person. Like I said earlier, you may never know. The knowledge you are ignoring today will be the reason why it will cost you a lot of millions of dollars to do or to pay for something to learn. So let's all try our best to ensure that we can engage ourselves in this session whilst we keep moving forward. If God permits, we shall meet on the platform tomorrow. And I believe you've enjoyed the session. If you've enjoyed the session, react in the chat box. If you enjoyed this session, react in the chat box for me to know if you enjoyed the session. So guys, I believe it's 8:42. The session was recorded. So you will drop it on the discussion platform. Okay, we'll drop the session on the discussion platform for those who couldn't or who would love to go back again and then visit the session. So please, we'll drop the session on the chat box. If you have any challenge with your verification too, you can feel free to DM me or the other admin. Each and every they can all do assist you. So feel free to chat us. We are always welcome in our DM. We will assist you and whatever necessary knowledge and understanding you need to, will guide you for you to also be well endowed with whatever you have to get. So I believe that is all for this evening. Thank you so much for showing up. And together, I believe we shall make the Internet of Things a reality, which will come to pass. Let's keep learning, let's keep growing, and together we shall all be there. God bless you for showing up this evening, and I wish you all the best. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye.